Good morning. My name is Worthman, current president of the National Subsurface Utility Engineering Association and senior project manager Forward 2. I'm here today to talk to you about the Subsurface Utility Engineering Association and our goal of improving best practices and enhancing public awareness of subsurface utility engineering, commonly referred to as SUE. Get to know Sue, you might like her. How we got here goes all the way back to 2011, 10 years ago, where local established Sioux practitioners were asking, how can we make Sioux better? What if we work together? And through those three and a half years of discussions and general conversations, it was decided that in March of 2015, we would hold our concept meeting in Bethesda, Maryland. It was attended by 7 Sioux firms, JMPA Inc., a public affairs consulting firm out of Washington, D.C., and Klein Insurance Agency. After a few more years, it was decided that we would send out a survey monkey poll in July of 2018. We held an organizing event that saw 50 attendees from 18 states representing 36 firms and organizations. And in July of 2018, we also held our elections for the board. Our bylaws were approved and our dues were set. This is just a listing of our current officers and directors. We asked 2 questions regarding the Survey Monkey poll. Is a new association focusing on subsurface utility engineering firms necessary? And an overwhelmingly 82% of those respondents said yes. So the next question that we asked is, should a Sioux association be regional or national? 61% of the respondents agreed national. We are going to be evaluating and looking at potential regional chapters of the association as we progress in our growth. So there's something to look forward to there as well. So what is our focus or our purpose or our mission with this association? We want to define the practice. We want to promote the profession, establish best practices, set standards, provide technical competency and certification, educate consumers and clients. We want to establish training of professionals and technicians, be advocates with the government and the licensing boards, exchange of information, and cooperate with organizations like ACEC-UESI, Federal Highway, AASHTO, etc. So we have some common challenges. One of those is defining Sioux. And in order to do that, we need to work with existing organizations providing input to define the profession, such as ACEC-UESI, state licensing boards, and others. Then we need to ask, what is it? Is it engineering? Is it surveying? Is it something else? And who can practice it? PEs, LSs, a new kind of professional? Another challenge is the misuse of the language. And what is Sioux? So there is confusion in the marketplace in both the commercial and private sector, with municipal, county, state, and federal agencies licensing boards, government procurement officials, even with DOTs to varying degrees. And then one of the other challenges is how to insure these SUE firms. Do we insure them as engineers and surveyors, as contractors, construction firms, or is a new industry risk category needed? So again, since July of 2018, we know that we did have our board convened and we elected our officers. We retained our association management firm. We developed our strategic plan. And then in 2019, we held our second conference in Washington, D.C. We formed committees, which included the Education and Conference Program, Legislative and Government Affairs, Membership, and Communications. And also, we have presented at conferences such as the CGA, the Utility Investigation School, Trenchless Technology Center in Louisiana Tech University, AASHTO's Committee on Right-of-Way Utilities and Outdoor Advertising Control Conference, and others. We've also developed our membership through brochures, website, and recruitment, where we currently have more than 40 dues-paying firms as members. And of course, we're looking for more. We've also done an outreach to other associations, CGA, ASCII-UESI, NSPS, AGC, AASHTO, NUCA, APWA, and the GPS and Innovation Alliance. We've also held several meetings with federal agencies, PHMSA, the U.S. Department of Transportation, the FGDC, DOD, DHS, etc. We were also fortunate enough to make introductions to the members of Congress, both the House and Senate, and there is a good representation here of our success in doing that. Some more of our recent activities. As I mentioned earlier, our second annual conference was held in our second annual conference was held in Washington, D.C. in September of 2019. We also provided a workshop on the ASCII 3802 revisions with Jim Onspach. We signed a memorandum of understanding with ASCII-UESI. That's going to turn out and has turned out to be a very good partnership there. We also were successful in winning a conversion of a U.S. Department of Energy bid solicitation in Albuquerque, New Mexico, to a quality-based solicitation versus a price-based solicitation via the Brooks Act. And as of January 2021, we have kicked off monthly education webinars. We are going into our fourth one here on April 19th. So please check out our website and you'll see our where you can sign up to participate in that event. And so some of our next steps that we want to take, we want to meet with the NTSB, develop and collect market data, advocate for promotion of SUE as a professional practice. We want to grow the market. We want to facilitate cost-saving studies, influence legislation, public policies, practices to include SUE at federal, state, provincial, and local government levels, act as a watchdog for the profession, promote proper definition and classification of SUE by government at all levels, implement communications strategies and tools to promote SUE services, the profession, and the association, promote and advocate for the use of and compliance with ASCII 3802, establish proper definitions and classification of sue practice and business, provide education on ASCII 3802 revisions. There is a rewrite of ASCII 3802 currently in the works. Hopefully will be rolled out here in 2021, and if it is, it'll be called ASCII 3821. So you can see it's been 19 years since the original establishment of ASCII 38. And then we're looking to hold our 3rd annual conference this year still in Denver, Colorado, post-COVID, of course. This concludes my presentation regarding the Subsurface Utility Engineering Association. I'd like to thank New Hampshire Department of Transportation, ACEC of New Hampshire, and in particular Jeff Santa Cruz of Weston and Sampson for inviting me to present here today. Please feel free to visit our website at www.sueassociation.com. There you will find our levels of membership and the associated dues and other information pertinent to the association. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.